host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016. There's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Set to return, here's Raheem Mostert. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Lance now on first down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They run with Mostert off the option, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. This defense for the Vikings, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check Mike 54.
From the gun, it's Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Lance finding Kittle, first down San Francisco. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. The Lance going to throw. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Here's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And Lance again going to keep it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A good run there by Cook on 1st down, powering his way forward, a gain of 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings feature back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. 2nd in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards. And that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And running with power here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Mostert now to return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now Mostert off the read option.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. 7-7, our score after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Throwing now is Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Shotgun now for Lance.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
46, boy. 46 to Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. 46 to Mike.
Lance looking to throw it.
Flushed out right. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Steven Sims Jr., his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. Tyler Conklin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Mostert now to return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Here's Sermon. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to his running back, Trey Sermon. Touchdown! Trey Sermon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. A give. This is Cook. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50 and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins now. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Cousins to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run good for 24 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Lance to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. McCann's kick up and good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the three.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the time, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Cook running right. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They go play action. Cousins. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. Here's Jordan Berry now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. $51 yards on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now it's 2nd and 9. And Lance going to give this to Mostert here on the option. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. On 2nd down, another shot for Sermon. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And now they'll throw with Lance. Rolling to his right. That's caught by Sims. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Lance, a give now to Sermon. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
from the 16. Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Sermon. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Sermon, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
From the gun, Sermon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Yo, 46, boys, 46. 46 to Mike. 46 to Mike, 46.
A play fake for Sermon. Now Lance. He'll buy some time right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Flush to his right. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On second down, it's Cook again. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback land on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. Gets around him. And some room to run now. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
99 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. They'll roll him out right. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Cousins. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. Buying time to his left. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Play action now. Cousins.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now Cousins on 4th down. Open man here is Conklin. Flexing his muscle again. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On play action, Cousins. Going for it all. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Mostert now to return.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Now it's Lance. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, for Trey Lance, not only was he the youngest quarterback in the 2021 draft class, but many say he had the strongest arm, too, and he showed it off here. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today. They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 3rd down, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. He's got a man, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. To throw is Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Mostert now to return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Off of play action, and here's Lance. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he's got room. Touchdown, 49ers. For Brandon Ayuk, he is as electric as they come with the ball in his hands in the open field, and he turns that catch into big yardage. McCann now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
And the Niners are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. That one looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland.
And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 10, Cousins escaping the pressure right. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down throw for Cousins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll get this complete to Charlie Warner.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third.
Now a play fake. Lance.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.